Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Market Outlook. Edmund here. How are you doing today? So, we have already gone by 2 market days, and today on a Wednesday, we are at the beginning of the 3rd market day. So, on Monday and Tuesday, although the economic calendar wasn't packed, but we still saw very good movements on gold prices on Monday and also on Tuesday. And currency prices was pretty quiet on Monday. However, yesterday on Tuesday, currency prices started to move pretty aggressively. So it's been a very interesting 2 days so far, as it always is on the foreign currency markets. So let us have a quick look and see what is coming up for today's economic calendar before we move on to the technical charts analysis section. Okay. So over here, we are looking at 19th of August, Wednesday. We were going to have a slightly busier economic calendar today. We will be starting off with the 2 p.m. Economic data coming up from the UK. We will be having the yearly consumer price index, producer price index numbers, retail price index. This will all be coming out at 2 p.m. Towards later afternoon, at 4 p.m., we will be having the Eurozone current account numbers. And also at 5 p.m., we will be having the yearly final consumer price index numbers from the Eurozone. OPEC meetings are ongoing for the whole of today, all of today. Of course, during these OPEC meetings, the oil-producing economic countries, in terms of their ministers, they are looking to discuss on production output numbers. As we are aware, production outputs has been reduced since the month of May, and it has managed to support oil prices all the way from a low of $9.80 back on April 21st, and currently our prices are hovering around $42 levels. This is for the US WTI oil. Okay, so these few days and also tonight's crude oil inventories data will have an impact or a bearing on US oil prices, as it is again testing the recent highs of $43.50. Towards Canada tonight, we will be having the consumer price index numbers from Canada, and tonight early morning, or rather later on Thursday early morning at 2 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, we will be having the FOMC meeting minutes. So nothing surprising or unexpected from this meeting minutes. Basically, interest rates should remain as it is, and again, all eyes or the focus will be on the ongoing negotiations between the Democrats and also the Republicans on the approval of further financial stimulus for the US economy. Okay, so these are a set of economic data coming out tonight for today, and we're going to be having quite a busy economic calendar. I would expect currencies and also commodity prices to trade in a range bound or a sideways fashion, possibly for currencies within 80 pips high and low range, possibly running a few cycles up and down. And for gold prices, expecting 25 to 30 US dollars sideways range movement. Okay, so moving on to other events in focus. First of all, the US dollar continued to weaken from last Wednesday's 12th of August, where it touched a resistance on the 4-hour charts, and yesterday it actually hit the support levels of 92.50 and broke through the support levels, okay, before having some mild recovery. So looking at the US dollar index, this is what we are looking at. Again, back on last Wednesday, which was the 12th of August, we hit a resistance over here. Okay, it hit a resistance of 93.87, and then after started to move down and back on the 1-hour charts. This was the support levels or recent support levels of the US dollar index at 92.50. And when we are looking at the 1-hour charts, yesterday morning, it actually the day started with the US dollar weakening, and throughout the whole day the US dollar continued to weaken. The first breakthrough was here at about 1100 hours plus 5 is 4 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. It breaks through the support levels of 92.52, and towards the evening session, you can see this is the first candle, 1400 plus 5 is 19. This is 7 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. The US dollar breaks through the support levels decisively. Okay, touches a support level, next support level of 92.15, which is a support levels hit way back about 2 years ago. Again, this levels was at May, in the month of May 2018. Okay, so again, the main reason why the US dollar was weakening for the last 4 to 5 market days, again, is due to the lack of progress in the ongoing negotiations for additional US financial stimulus. Okay, so yesterday also we saw US Treasury yields dropping for the 10 years and 30-year note Treasury bonds, and again, a combination of the US dollar weakening and also Treasury yields dropping. We saw gold prices going up on a Monday, and also for Tuesday, gold prices started to move up as early as 4+5, 9 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. It moves up to high of 2013, going up about $30 before pushing down at about this is the one 1600 plus 521. This is at 9 p.m. Singapore and Malaysia time. Gold prices push back to a low of 1,976, coming down $36, okay, before having a sharp recovery, pushing back up again another $30. And as we are speaking this morning, as early as 8 a.m., gold prices came down from a high of $2,005 to the current prices of 1,993. Is down about $14 now. I would expect gold prices again to go into a range between 2,000 and $2,005 to the short term, and to a low of the current low of 1992. Okay, if it does break down further, we are expecting gold prices to test the support levels again of 1980. And again, for during yesterday's market updates, we were also looking at gold prices to test the 1979 levels to the low side. Yesterday it went down to 1976 before having a good support and a decent recovery. And we were also looking at the high side of $2009. It did touch $2009 in the UK trading session yesterday, and in the US trading session last night, it just pushed up a little bit higher to 2015 before pulling back down $36. Okay, so that was the range for yesterday, which was pretty spot on. Okay, so looking back at the US dollar index, again, the US dollar was weakening throughout the day yesterday, as early as 8 a.m. and continued by the decisive break at 1400, which is at 7 p.m. local Singapore time. Okay, so as expected, when you look at the major currencies trading against the US dollar, especially the UK pound, we do see the UK pound strengthening against the US dollar yesterday as early as 8 a.m. also, from a price level of 1.3104 all the way to a high of 1.3246. Okay, again, yesterday we were looking, if the US dollar continued to weaken, we were looking at a higher price of 1 point over here. Okay, higher price around here, 1.3186, which it hit and it surpassed. And of course, currently it is still very much on a bullish trend. Okay, so before it comes down, of course, we expect some retracement first for today. But for yesterday was again a similar pattern of behavior and movement. As the US dollar was weakening, we can see the UK pound strengthening about the same time. Okay, so it strengthens from 1.3106 again. The first level to the afternoon session was to 1.3176, going up about 70 pips. And then after the second evening cycle was here. Time again is 1400, this 7 p.m. From 1.3152, it goes up to 1.3248, goes up another 95 pips. Okay, so throughout the day yesterday, the UK pound strengthened a total of about 140 pips up. So if you manage to catch anything from 40 pips to 50 pips profits, again, that would have been a good trade. Okay, again, this also wasn't a sudden move up. It has been accumulating for the last 1 to 3 days. before it actually pushed up yesterday. Okay, so currently it is going sideways. We expect that if it does push down, it should have a support level of 1.3227, which is about 17 pips to the downside, and the immediate upside is at 1.3263, which is about 20 pips to the upside. A larger movement or a larger volatility could see the UK pound come back to test these levels of 1.3157, which is about 85 pips to the downside. This is possible, and it could happen as we have a busy economic calendar today, or even leading up towards the FOMC meeting minutes tonight. Okay, so yeah, so it's gone up quite a little bit, so be careful of buying at these high rates. We could have a retracement down first, so try not to buy at the tip over here. Okay, so currently it would not be a very good idea if you were to look for a buy position. Look for some retracement first before you go for any buy positions. And moving on to the euro dollar is also moving up yesterday. Okay, so in the morning session it was at 1.1872, and it moved to a high of 1.1964, going up a total of 91 pips. Okay, gold prices, again, just now we went through gold prices. Gold prices started to move at about 9 a.m. from 1,984 levels all the way to a high of 2014 US dollars, going up about 30 US dollars from the Asian trading session all the way until the end of the UK trading session. And as the US markets participated, it pushed down from 9 p.m. all the way from 2014 levels all the way until 1,976, coming down 37 US dollars before having a sharp recovery. Okay, sharp recovery, pushing back up to 2010 levels, going up 33 US dollars, and then after it went quiet. Okay, so as of this morning's Asian participation, it is pushing down the gold prices by about 16 US dollars. Okay, so gone quiet again, so we got to watch and see where it's going to go later, but tentatively the resistance levels to the high side is at 2015 US dollars, which is about $20 to the upside, and to the downside is at 1976, which is about $18 to the downside. Okay, nothing much happening with silver at the moment, and oil prices are still hovering around the recent highs of $43.50, and yesterday it found some resistance at $43.20. Okay, so mostly range bound, pushing down a bit of volatility towards 9 p.m. yesterday, Singapore time, pushing down about 70 cents and then pushing back up again about 80 cents. Okay, so yeah, S&P 500 is still going strong after breaking through the resistance of 3,383. Currently it is hovering at about 3,394. It looks like a decent and strong bullish trend going up, so we got to watch and see what happens during the afternoon, and especially tonight in the US trading session leading up to the FOMC meeting minutes at 2 a.m. local Singapore time. So yesterday, some minor economic data was announced. US housing starts improved tremendously to 1.49 million units. This represented a 22% jump from market expectations of just a 5% increase, and also housing permits increase or jumped to 18.8%. Versus market expectations of 5.4%. So yesterday also, aside from the US dollar weakening and which pushed up the UK pound prices, for yesterday, negotiations between the UK and the European Union restarted in Brussels with UK's top negotiator David Frost continuing discussions with Michel Barnier from the European Union, and they are looking forward to conclude the talks, which is scheduled to conclude on the 2nd of October. So that is about 7 weeks from now. If there's further progress or developments regarding the negotiations, it will definitely have further impact on the UK pound. Okay, so at the moment, it looks like the US dollar is trying to find support at 92.14. currently is slightly strengthening. So we do see the UK pounds pushing down a little bit, along with the euro dollar pushing down. Okay, so there's a high chance it will test this dynamic trend line, bullish trend line, and there's a high chance also it will break, and then after it should find support towards the lower levels of for the euro dollar, about 1.1878, which is about 50 pips to the downside. Okay, so keep an eye out for today. For today, we are expecting again currencies to be active, and also gold prices to be moving at least within a 20 to 30 US dollar range. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the latest market updates. Thank you. Have a good day.